First Trust issues 2 active intermediate fixed income ETFs. SPXL. Long-term potential but tread carefully. Midstream names report earnings beat, raise guidance. Chart of the week. Making changes with fixed income ETFs. Oil prices are up 20% and energy stocks are rebounding. India's economic rise demands investor attention. Total return ETF TOTR hits $100 million. Academy's CIO on VETZ doing the right thing for veterans. U.S. Weekly Fund Flows Insight Report. Taxable bond funds report first outflow in 5 weeks. 3 high-growth stocks to buy before the breakout. Equal weight RSP slightly outpaced benchmark in July. OPEC Plus ministers keep oil output policy unchanged, sources. Weak start to third quarter for China as PMI signals divergent sector growth and inflation trends. Rosenbluth talks AI on ETF Edge. NSPI, a high-income ETF, starts second half in buy territory. Central bank selling isn't phasing gold as futures rise in July. NUSI outperforms broad equities in first half. Gold price forecast. Traders struggle as dollar soars, bond yields climb. Bank of England opts for smaller rate hike after better inflation news. Oil prices rise after Saudi Arabia, Russia extend supply cuts. Warren Buffett likes pipelines, are top picks. How active ETFs can navigate the September effect. Three best meme ETFs to buy now. PFIX, continue to recommend as a hedge against rising long-term yields. Gold prices remain stuck in neutral as U.S. economy created 187,000 jobs in July, wages increase. 5 ETFs to profit from Amazon's Q2 earnings beat. Great Ajax Corp. AJX, Q2 2023 earnings call transcript. Nationwide's ETFs offered distribution yields above 7% in Q1. Why I stopped buying rental properties to buy REITs instead. This week in ETFs, JP Morgan converts 2 funds. FGRO does not appear ready for prime time yet. These hot ETFs could heat up more in August. Silver may need a recession and new all-time highs from gold to break $30. Mike McGlone. Two options to trade the hype around artificial intelligence. ETF of the Week. Wisdom Tree U.S. Small Cap Earnings Fund, EES. Net Asset Value Restatement for Simplify High Yield Plus Credit Hedge ETF, CDX. Money Manager shares sage advice for picking best ETFs. Beyond Big Tech. Alternative ways to invest in AI, according to two ETF experts. Leverage the night to enhance risk-adjusted returns. JEPQ. Solid call right strategy on Nasdaq 100 stocks. Wait for correction to add. Use gold ETFs to protect your portfolio. Interest rate hedge ETFs on the rise again. US ETF fee compression slows. Rising Rates ETF, RISR, hits new 52-week high. OPEC Plus panel meets against backdrop of a stronger oil market. Time for value ETFs as Buffett indicator signals caution? Bet on batteries with this ETF. ETFs in focus post Apple's Q3 earnings and revenue beat. Four reasons to bet on small cap ETFs now. July jobs, mixed report, solid wage gains, pressure remains on BLV. Consider sector positioning within high yield in 2H23. Cooler, wetter August could temper corn, soybean prices. PBJ. Improved safety margin a positive for this little-known food and beverage ETF. Up over 100%, this consumer discretionary ETF could go higher. Big Tech Earnings Review. ETFs in focus. Gold prices lower for fourth day as traders await July U.S. jobs report. Gold's Green Day. A closer look at resistance levels and trend reversals. Crude oil weekly price forecast. Crude oil markets threatening a major breakout. China is no 1990s Japan, but it could have been. Oil on track for sixth straight weekly rise after supply cuts. It might be good to hold some gold after U.S. debt downgrade. Reinsurance Group of America, Incorporated, RGA, Q2 2023 earnings call transcript. Gold price forecast. Zhao fate hangs on impending U.S. jobs data release. Fundamentals and sentiment aren't aligned in the oil market, says Energy Intelligence's Amina Bakr. Time to buy the dip in Shopify through ETFs? Saudi Arabia hikes most September oil prices to Asia. Equities finish solid first half. These four income ETFs benefit. Columbia Seligman Premium Technology Growth Fund announces a third-quarter distribution. 9.25% annual rate for IPO investors. Gold market analysis for August 4. Key intraday price entry levels for active traders. The realities of emerging market investing. Gold weekly price forecast. Gold markets bounce late in the week. Oil prices on track for sixth straight weekly gain. Insider buying accelerates in this important sector. Gold, silver, platinum. Gold tests the $1,940 level as dollar pulls back. Consider EQL for concentration risk allocation. BINC, new credit ETF from BlackRock's Reader. Bitcoin can be ESG driver. China A shares ETF KBA crosses ETF AUM threshold. CPI could be a make-or-break moment for gold next week as prices look for direction. Two bond ETFs crack Forbes advisor list for long-term exposure. Tip: yield curve control to drive real yields back below zero. Analysts more bullish on gold following lower job growth, higher wage inflation. Deluge of Ethereum futures ETF filings hits the SEC. Understanding covered call risk with XYLD. Gold price up slightly following U.S. jobs report with no surprises. Oil prices set for sixth weekly gain as producers pledge output cuts. Four Invesco energy ETFs that rallied last month. Buy alert. 3 lithium stocks nearing super attractive entry points. Oil price forecast. Saudi Arabia, Russia production cuts fuel price rise. Gold price forecast. Gold markets recovered during Friday trading. Buy alert. 3 hydrogen stocks nearing super attractive entry points. Challenges linger in corporate bond market. SMIN, best ETF to buy India for long-term growth. Government. Fitch downgrade is symbolic. The incoming Treasury supply wave is the key risk. Weighing South Africa's pluses, minuses. Credit Suisse announces coupon payments and expected coupon payments on Credit Suisse X links. Exchange-traded notes. The ETNs. Should you buy this ETF with a jaw-dropping 16% yield? Natural gas, WTI oil, Brent oil, oil markets test multi-month highs. Final trades, AMD, Oxy, CAT and EEM. Crude oil price forecast. Crude oil markets threatening resistance.